Okie dokie.
On today's Glory Days show, the hockey world is assembling in Toronto for a World Cup tournament that includes teams from the USA, Canada, and Russia. We'll talk to someone who's in the Great White North this morning for an update on the festivities.
And the NFL season got underway last weekend, and we still haven't talked to anyone from New England about what Tom Brady might be doing while he's not playing football. Our good buddy Pete Torgerson will join us for an update on all things New England.
There are less than 20 games left in the baseball season, and both the Mets and the Yankees are still in the thick of things.
And we'll catch up on baseball, hockey, football, and more. Maybe we'll even talk about the Paralympics.
Maybe.
Best Hour of your Sports Week is coming up on Glory Days right now. Hello again, everybody. Today is Saturday, September 17th, 2016, and you are watching The Glory Day Show with Bruce and Disco. My name is Paul Discofani, and this is my good friend Bruce Oler. Both Anthony Mazzallo and Sam Coughlin are behind the glass, and you are joining us on the Inravio TV network, where we stream live from Studio C right here in the great state of New York. Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm doing okay.
We're kind of in a flux. Well, flux, probably not the right word. We got baseball season wrapping up. We got football that just started. The Jets have already played 2 games, man, which is since our last show, which is kind of interesting. That, you hardly ever see that happen. They played Sunday and lost by 1 point. You went to that game.
I went to that game.
They missed the extra point. They missed and they had a field goal blocked, I guess. Mm-hmm. And they lost by 1 point. And then they played again on Thursday,
but you know what? That game Thursday is a game they normally would lose.
Yeah.
And Rex Ryan, who is already kind of on the fence now. They're already he fired the offensive coordinator.
He should have fired his brother, man. He really should have.
Well, do you ever fire your brother?
I fire my brother in a heartbeat, man.
I think it makes the kind of the.
Well, I just want to be like Donald Trump, man. You're fired.
Yeah. So, hockey's got a World Cup tournament, right? Football, baseball, the Paralympics are going on, which nobody seems to know anything about. But if you stay tuned here, we're going to talk to you about the Olympics, the Paralympics.
And that was what the Blade Runner was in, I guess, right?
Yes.
Or did he compete in the regular Olympics?
No, he did both.
Did he?
Yeah.
How can you do that with those blades, man?
That's the whole thing. The thing is, they allow you to run in the regular Olympics with the blades on your legs, but you can't run in the Paralympics unless you're missing limbs.
I see.
Doesn't seem fair, does it?
I don't know.
Anyway, let's talk about baseball first.
Okay.
Okay, so the Mets.
Yep.
The Mets keep getting closer and closer. They're kind of, I think they're trying to kind of run out the clock, so to speak.
In what way?
They're in a playoff spot right now.
Yeah.
They're a full game ahead of the Cardinals.
Yep. I think they're 2 games ahead of the Cardinals. Lost last night to the Giants. It's good to see that playing each other because if the Mets win, they're just going to gain ground on somebody.
That's exactly right. And even if they lose, they're still going to gain ground on something. Well, they're just going to stay the same. So at this point, this is a good weekend for them. They're playing a miserable team in Minnesota.
Yeah.
It's a really bad team. Bartolo Colon.
And he looked
Did you see him
unbelievable last night, man.
This guy's 43 years old, and he gets off the mound like a cat.
The play he made on a double play, man, he just threw it to a spot. He said, "You got to be there," and that was it, man.
Then
You know.
he made another really good play covering first on a dive by Loney, and two very interesting things. A couple of interesting things. I mean, they get Juan Lagares back.
Yeah.
They get
Lucas Duda,
back
yeah.
today.
Yeah.
And DeGrom is
He's
going to
pitch tomorrow.
Right? So, who knows?
Yeah.
You know, again, if they could hold this spot, get to the wild card, I think they win a wild card.
And for our friend in the booth there, the Yankees, man, they took it on the chin. I tell you, that game Thursday, I kind of got one eye on the Jet game, one guy on. The Yankees are up 5-1 in going into the 8th inning. They gave up a run in the 8th, and then Betances gets lit up, man.
You know,
what a devastating loss for them.
I have to say, I felt bad for them. I did.
Did you?
A little bit.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Let's be serious here, man. You know?
If you know me,
yeah,
and I'm sure you.
You see what hat he's got on today. Last week he had a Yankee hat on. Today he's got New England Patriots. Man, this guy, he loves to torment us. You know, this new guy.
Are completely opposite. Yankees, New England, or Giants. You a Giant fan too? No, just a New England fan. He's a Yankee fan, a New England fan, and he also likes the Rangers.
God.
Dallas Cowboys. Is there any way of getting rid of him? Just wondering. We go through producers here like we go through socks. Anyway, if you know me at all, you know that most Met fans, I think, feel the same way. The only thing better than a Mets win is when the Yankees lose.
Yeah.
It's just a fact of life, and I'm sure it's the same for Yankee fans. You wouldn't be a fan.
I don't think so. I think Yankee fans are just too used to winning. I think they look at the Mets as more of an annoyance than anything else.
Mets are like
it's not
gnats.
an obsession like it is for Met fans.
Right.
The
Mets are like a gnat, right?
Yeah, exactly
Brush them
right.
off.
Yeah.
Nobody cares what happens to the Mets. But anyway, so there's only 20 games left in the season?
No, there's not 20 games. I think
18?
there was 16, and they played last night,
Okay,
so it's 15 games.
Only 15 games left in the season. The Mets can get to a wild card.
They have, on the strength of the schedule, they're playing all teams that are losing teams through the end of the season, except for, I guess, Miami might be 500, you know. But they're playing the Phillies, and they're playing
the Braves
Atlanta. Atlanta's played the Mets tough, though, this year. They really have, you know.
They're Nats.
But the Mets should qualify for the postseason.
Right. And the issue is, maybe they'll get a home wild card game.
They could. I mean, it's pretty bunched up there right now. And actually, the Giants, with them winning, I think they're climbing on the Dodgers, too. So the Dodgers might fall back to earth as well. Yeah. We'll have to see.
We will have to see. All right, so let's talk about, unless you got something else you want to talk about, before we get to our...
What are we going to talk about?
I want to talk about the Paralympics.
Okay.
Do you know what the Paralympics are?
I figure you have to be paraplegic to participate.
You have to have some sort of a disability.
Okay.
Okay. Mostly they seem to be physical disabilities.
Okay.
Okay. I know that I've seen the South Park episode where Cartman tries to get into the Special Olympics, and he winds up getting into the Special Olympics because he pretends that he's mildly retarded.
Okay.
Right, and he gets into the Special Olympics, and all of the athletes are better than him. But these athletes, and we're looking at some pictures here, this guy is holding the archery thing with his foot and pulling the bow with his mouth.
Wow.
Okay. The other guy, look at some of these guys. Now, this is all the runners with all prosthetic legs. There's the wheelchair things. Here's a pole jumper who has only one leg. How does that happen? There's an equestrian ride. Have you ever ridden a horse?
Once.
Do you think you can control a horse by just putting the bridle in your mouth?
I don't think so.
I can't imagine.
Actually, isn't the bridle in the horse's mouth?
Well, I guess, but you're holding the other end of it, right? And then there's like the sitting Olympics where you have to keep your pelvis on the ground. But you know what? These guys are unbelievable athletes, I guess, for what they do. I mean, you know, you look at like Major League Baseball players. Oh, this is the guy that plays table tennis with the paddle in his mouth.
Wow.
I actually saw video of him doing this.
Yeah.
And he really wasn't bad. You know what I mean? He could obviously beat me.
You think so?
But here's my question. So when I first saw this picture,
Yeah.
I said, okay, I understand how he's doing this. How does he serve?
Yeah.
I can understand you could hit the ball and you could do. Well, how do you think he serves?
Do we have a video of it?
No, I can't. We can't use video here unless I have permission for it. You ready for this?
Go ahead.
Okay. He only has one shoe.
Only one
He has
shoe.
one shoe on, so he grabs the ball
With
with
his
his
foot.
toe,
Yeah.
shoots it up in the air, and hits it with the paddle.
Wow. How many aces
He should
does
get
he
a gold medal just for that.
How many aces does he get?
I don't know. But he lost to a Chinese guy
Yeah.
who had only one arm.
Okay.
But it seems not fair because the one arm he had the paddle in. You know what I mean? That doesn't seem fair.
And how did he serve?
Well, I think
Did he,
that, no,
throw
I
it
think
up
he
and-
had a paddle taped to his
Appendage?
wrist, his appendage. That's
His
a good word.
stump?
Yeah. I don't think you can actually be ambulatory with a wrist and a thing. Because otherwise it wouldn't be fair. That's like playing with one hand tied behind your back.
Exactly right.
All right. So last week
Uh-huh.
we put you on the spot, and I asked you if you could name a couple of
I
Olympic
did pretty good last week.
things. Okay. This week,
Yeah.
I have a couple of those little Olympic. They're called Sporticons,
Sporticons.
which
okay.
is just like a little graphic that
Oh.
that decides the sport. So I would like you to take a look at these 4 Paralympic Sporticons and tell me what sport you think they are.
Well, one looks like a rim job.
Try again.
Okay.
The upper right, that is not a 69.
Okay, well,
Okay.
no, I'm looking,
Try
at,
again.
I'm looking at the lower left there. You know, looks like
Lower left. No,
that's a head game is what that is. Okay.
it's not the.
All right, well, all
Paralympic.
right, I would
So
say-
give me upper left.
Upper left. First of all, it looks like a guitar pick.
They all look like.
I don't know. It looks like underhand softball.
No. Give me the lower left.
Lower left. Head games. Okay.
No. It does look like 2 different people. Who created these and said that's the
All right.
one we'll
Hey, you know,
use?
the one on the top right looks like 69. You know.
Yeah.
And the other one, the
other one
lower
is-
right,
looks the
lower
easiest
right,
one.
I would say is ping pong.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So you ready?
Yep.
All right, let's put up the names.
Bocce.
Bocce, wheelchair rugby.
Wheelchair rugby. Okay.
Which I tried to find a video of wheelchair rugby, and I couldn't. Because I want to know, how do they play wheelchair rugby when the point of rugby is tackling the guy and preventing the ball from being gotten rid of?
Good question.
Judo
Judo, yeah.
is the one on the top, and of course, table tennis.
Well, I did get that. Well, I said ping pong.
By the way, I
So,
saw bocce.
Yeah.
You know how they do it for the ones that can't do anything?
How?
Okay. Imagine you're quadriplegic.
Okay.
You can still play bocce.
With my head?
No.
Okay.
They have a thing that looks like a ski slope. And they bring it up to you,
Yeah.
and they sit the ball on the top of the ski thing, and with your nose, you push it, and it rolls down the thing and goes down the bocce court.
Okay.
Don't know.
Well, we'll have to get some of those. But you said there's copyrighted. We can't get a video of that?
Can't get the video.
All right.
I'm not even sure we could use the pictures that we use, but we've already used them.
All right.
All right. You know what?
It's time for a break?
I say it's time for a break.
Okay.
We're just getting started here on the Glory Day Show. Right after the break, we'll rig up a guest who is right in the thick of things in Toronto as the hockey world gets ready for the World Cup's games, which begin later today. And later on, we'll talk to our good buddy Pete Torgerson about the state of the New England Patriots without Tom Brady and his experience at the 4-hour Bruce Springsteen concert this week. And we'll also find out if he's going to kneel for the national anthem. You know how much Pete lives matter.
That's right.
Stay with us. You're watching The Glory Day Show with Bruce and Disco only on the Inravio TV network. Coming right back.
Transmission of lice occurs from being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Like catching a cold or the flu.
You have guaranteed peace of mind in every bottle of Got Lice because all of our products are completely natural.
And organic.
But strong enough to cover all your lice removal needs while being safe and effective. Our professional technicians are specially trained with our exclusive proven technique to successfully comb out head lice. We come right to your home at your convenience.
Whenever you want us.
We bring everything needed to perform a successful and complete comb out while eliminating your head lice. And we leave you with our exclusive complimentary products to use for the next 10 days following our treatment.
For free.
Our technicians also check all family members who have been exposed to lice. Please visit us on our website today at gotlice.co or feel free to call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 646-257-0121.
For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered. Village Music Shop of Mastic. 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Your full-service store with personalized attention, school band instrument rentals and sales, music instruction on all instruments for all styles and age groups, for guitars, drums, amplifiers, PA systems, and accessories. It's Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE or go to villagemusicshop.com.
Welcome back to the Glory Day Show with Bruce and Disco here on the Inravio TV network. 8 teams have assembled up in Toronto and will begin competing for the World Cup of Hockey later this afternoon, with Team USA playing Team Europe at about 3:30. Teams represented the United States, Canada, the Czech Republic, Finland, Russia, Sweden, Europe, and North America will feature over 150 of the best players in the NHL in a series of preliminary rounds leading up to a Final Four semifinals on September 24th, 25th, and a best-of-3 finals on September 27th, 29th, and October 1st.
If necessary.
If necessary. Team USA, Canada, Czech Republic, and Team Europe are in Group A, while Finland, Russia, Sweden, and Team North America are in Group B. The top 2 finishes in each group will advance to the semifinals. By the way, Team Europe is identified as a pan-European roster of players from birth countries outside of Finland, Russia, Sweden, and the Czech Republic.
Right.
And Team North America is comprised of the top American and Canadian players who are under 23 years of age. Right? So that's not terrible. That's And right in the middle of everything is our next guest. He's been a frequent contributor on this program on both hockey and baseball and has been in Toronto since about Thursday afternoon. So please welcome a most likely terribly hungover Kevin Disclafani. Kevin, how are you?
Good morning.
Hey.
Good
How
morning.
are you? I am not hungover.
You're not? Then that means you're not having a good time.
You can have
We had
fun
a good
other
time.
ways.
Yesterday I was hungover.
Yes, you were hungover. So tell us, what's going on up there? Is first of all, this is obviously your first time in Toronto. It's a pretty nice place, right?
It is. It's raining,
Raining.
but other than that, yeah, no, it's been a very nice place. Very New York-like.
It
be honest,
reminded me a
and,
lot of that. It's a big city.
Yeah.
It's a big city. They got a lot of tall buildings.
I've never been there.
Yeah.
Did you guys go up to the CN Tower?
No, but we were right under it.
It's very large.
Yeah, it's very expensive to go up there. It doesn't seem worth it.
Oh, too many.
So, Kevin, what's the exchange rate up there with the Canadian?
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. I'm checking
yeah.
it here. A
I
U.S.
think
dollar
it's
is equal
like,
to $1.31 in Canada.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
$1.32.
Yeah, I'm going and spending $10 on something, and like, damn it.
Yep.
But then it's really like $7.
Yep. I went, for my honeymoon, I went to Nova Scotia.
Yep.
And I think the exchange rate then was $1 was equal to $1.60.
Wow.
So I remember we had all you could eat lobster or whatever for it was $15 a person or something like that. I handed him a 20 and I think I got $3 back or something, man.
How much lobster did you eat?
Oh, well, they were small, but I had a lot. Man.
Hey, so what is the inquiring minds want to know? What is the beer of choice up there in Toronto?
I think Molson.
Yeah.
Molson, okay.
I believe it's Molson. That or Labatt.
Labatt's, that's the other one. I couldn't remember the name of
Yeah.
Labatt's. Yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
you're actually there for the hockey tournament. And
Yep.
did you go to one of the preliminary games, or you're just getting started with the tournament today?
We're just getting started today. We're going to the game at 3:30, USA versus Europe.
Yep. What other games do you have tickets for, Kevin?
We're also going to the game tomorrow, Russia versus Sweden.
That's also a 3:00 game. So
Ooh,
good.
that's
It's not
good.
gonna.
Yeah.
It's not gonna infringe on your nightlife.
Yeah,
there.
the thought was you go to the game, you have some fun there. You
There
come
you
out
go.
of the game, you go out and have some more fun in downtown.
So, do you have tickets for any of these? I know, the semis, they happen next weekend. There's games actually. I think Monday and Tuesday of this week too, leading up to. I guess everybody plays everybody else in their own division, and it
Yeah.
winds up being like a seeded thing. Then
Right.
it's the top team in Group A versus the second team in Group B, and things like that. It's a
Right.
one-game playoff
Yeah.
there, and then it's on to the finals, and the finals are, I guess, Tuesday, Thursday, and potentially Saturday. It's a 2 out of 3. So you have tickets for any of those games or what?
No, we're coming home on Monday. We're just going to the 2 games.
Okay, cool.
All right, so let's talk
But,
about both the Islanders and Rangers have 5 players on in the tournament. The Islanders have Tavares.
Yep.
Is going to be playing on Team Canada,
Canada.
and both of their goalies.
Yep.
Are
Or on
playing
the
on
Europe
Team
team,
Europe,
because
yeah.
they're not either Czech or Sweden or Finland.
So you're going to get to see. You're going to at least get to see either Grice or Halak today, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure which one is starting.
And you know who else is on Europe?
Who?
Ex-Islander Franz Nielsen.
Franz Nielsen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love Franz
Yeah.
Nielsen.
Where does he?
Yeah,
where
I
did
can't wear my Franz Nielsen jersey today though.
Why not? If you wear it and you get to see him, maybe he'll autograph it for you.
Because he's on Team Europe, and it's kind of like a Team Europe.
Okay. You never
Going
know.
to see USA versus Europe today, so
Yeah.
I'm going to wear my Jonathan Quick jersey.
Oh, okay.
I tell you, I was taking a look at these rosters, and Finland. See who the goalies are?
No, who's the
Tuukka
goalies?
Rask and Pecorini.
You know,
Is that unbelievable or
I
what?
looked at, the
Yeah.
goalies look like they're going to be. I think this is going to be a low-scoring
Yeah.
tournament.
That's what it's really going to come down to, I think.
To what?
Goaltending.
Yeah.
I think it's going to come down to goaltending. From Canada to USA, Europe is not going to really go anywhere.
Well, that's a
But,
bunch of
yeah.
Europe has both Islander goaltenders. They have Greece and they have Halak.
But they also have they're all the guys like Chara, Zdeno
Right.
Chara, and
Yeah.
all the guys whose countries aren't in the tournament this year. It was a little different this year, like Germany, Slovakia. None of those teams are in this tournament this
Right.
year.
They're just part of that European team.
Right.
The
They
European
create-
Union, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know who the captain is for Team Canada?
I know it's not John Tavares.
It's Sidney Crosby.
Well, that would figure.
Hey, Kevin, did the United States and Canada, did they have a brawl?
Do they have a what?
A brawl, a fight?
I don't know. I know the first game was very physical.
Yeah. And I think
I didn't see the second game.
I think that what we're talking about, I think that we're going to have a lot of physical play here.
You think so?
yeah.
Well, when you play for your country, it's a little different.
Yeah.
And I think that hockey tends to be a little bit of a physical game.
Oh,
Yeah, not to mention the USA roster is very John Tortorella.
yeah. You know, I can't believe that Kyle Oposo isn't on the USA team. He got snubbed with the
on
Olympic
the
team,
team.
you know,
Right.
and he's snubbed
Yep.
here too. I don't get that.
I don't know, but they got a pretty good team.
You know that one of the things I always liked about Tortorella, I mean, is he's a fiery guy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they had that the little controversy with Colin Kaepernick, and he just very simply said anybody who sits for the national
Yeah,
anthem will
it's
sit
gonna-
for the whole game.
That's right. That's right. It's pretty simple.
You know.
Tortorella rules.
But I think so, Kevin. Who do you think is going to win this tournament?
I think it's going to come down to USA and Canada, and I think we got a real shot.
But now,
like
but
I
USA and Canada are in the same group, so they're not going to be able to play in the finals.
Right, that's true. Who's in the other groups?
So you've got the USA, Canada, Czech Republic, and Europe. Who's coming out of that group? You got to figure that
right.
the two teams coming out are
Yeah.
going to be the USA and
Yeah,
Canada.
no, I remember looking at that and thinking how it's so obviously set up for a USA and Canada semifinal.
Right. And then the other group is Finland, Russia, Sweden, and Team North America. You know, that
I don't think it is. I thought it was A1
can't
versus
count out
B2,
Team
and then
North
B2
America.
versus.
No, but I'm just talking about the two teams coming out of
Yeah.
each thing.
They could be 1 and 2, and they wouldn't play each other until the finals
Yeah.
because
Really?
it would be
say,
A1 and A2, and
A1 versus B1 or A1
Yeah.
versus B2?
B2.
And B1 versus A2?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, that shows you how much I know.
There you go. Sorry I had to call you out on that, my friend, but
That's all right. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, I think it'll come down to, I guess out of that group, I would say either Finland or North America.
I tell you, that team North America, I got to see them play one of the preliminary games.
well, they're all young, but
Yeah.
they probably
They're
going
fun
to
to
have a
watch.
good showing, I would think.
But they kicked ass
Yeah.
on Team Europe.
They do. They're
Yeah.
so fast.
So fast, they scored 3 goals in like less than 2 minutes.
They're all under 24 years old, you know.
Yeah, they're all fast.
Yeah.
They're fast, they're physical, and they got nothing to lose.
Yep.
You know what I mean? They're both Americans
Everything
and
to prove.
Canadians.
Yep.
You know, and I think they've got a lot to. Now, some of these guys are rookies in the NHL.
Yeah.
Guys like Connor McDonald. He's that
McDavid?
19-year-old kid. You know, if not for doing this type of a team, those guys would have never been able to play, to participate. You know, so I think that's an interesting thing.
Who's
that
the
they've
coach
done.
of that team? Do you know?
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
You should look it up. You'll never be able to find it between now and when we go to a commercial break.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. 3 minutes. I got plenty of
We
time.
got 3
my friend.
minutes?
There we go.
All right, he's got 3 minutes. He's going to do it. So, Kevin, when the game that you guys are going to, do you have any idea, like, where your seats are, or?
They're like a little bit off center ice, pretty high up.
Okay. Do they have like a fan fest or anything that you can go to and hang out?
Yeah, they do. They have, yes, I'm not sure exactly what it's called. It might be called a fan fest, but yeah, they do have something like that. We're going to check that out.
Yeah, you got, because usually they have some cool things for the fans to do. You know, maybe you guys could they measure your slap shot.
All right,
You
I
got
have the
it?
answer
Who
here,
is
my
it?
friend. Edmonton Oiler coach Todd McClellan.
There you go.
Okay.
So he's coaching Team North America.
Yep, and I also can get the, I think the assistant coaches and stuff too. Okay, there we go. With 2 minutes to spare, that's even better. Okay. I like that positive feedback there from the booth.
Hey, did you just remember your dear old father when you're going to buy souvenirs for the World Cup hockey experience?
Of course.
You should have said, Dad, you should have gave me money before you left. Before I left, man. You know?
Hey, he gets to live free in the house.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys are having a good time?
Yeah, we went to the Hall of Fame yesterday.
Oh, how was that?
Nice.
That was awesome. That was really cool.
Are you wearing your Islander regalia there, Kevin? Did you bring any Islander stuff?
I do have some stuff, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You know, they hate the Islanders up in Canada. They don't like them.
Yeah.
They don't, because they feel that nobody should win the Stanley Cup except them. And you know what you got to tell them? Hey, there was no Canadian teams even made the playoffs last year, so tell it to the judge.
That is terrible.
Yeah, it was a bad year for Canada.
Yeah.
All right, man. Enjoy the hockey
And enjoy the favorable exchange rate, my friend.
Yes.
You know, you should buy a musical instrument while you're up there. You know.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Hey,
There you
and next time we talk to you, we want to know, what do you think is better, Labatt's or Molson?
Labatt.
Okay.
LaBelle, you know already. Okay.
All right, man. Thanks. Have fun and be careful.
Enjoy yourself, Kevin. Thanks for calling
All
in.
right, have a good one.
Oh, and
Bye-bye.
don't get upset if somebody doesn't stand up for the national anthem.
I won't.
You do not want to get thrown out of this arena.
Yeah, probably not.
Okay.
All right. Have a good one.
All right,
Thanks.
Kevin. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
That is little Kevin.
All right.
He was
Little
in the
Kevin.
middle of,
Little Kevin and the disciples of soul. I don't know.
He is in the middle of everything that's going on in Toronto.
All right. So let's take another break here on the Glory Days show. And when we get back, we'll talk to our good buddy, Pete Torgerson, about the state of the New England Patriots without Tom Brady. And I'm sure we'll sneak in a little hockey talk, too. Stay with us. You're watching the Glory Days show with Bruce and Disco, only on the Inravio TV network. We're coming right back.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there, and we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com.
This is Joe Larson. You should check out the 505 on Racing Show live every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or catch us on video on demand anytime, 24/7, only on the Inravio TV network.
Village Music Shop of Mastic. 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Your full-service store with personalized attention, school band instrument rentals and sales, music instruction on all instruments for all styles and age groups, for guitars, drums, amplifiers, PA systems, and accessories. It's Village Music Shop. 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE or go to villagemusicshop.com.
Welcome back to the Glory Days show here with Bruce and Disco here on the Inravio TV network. Our next guest has been insisting that the NFL was railroading Tom Brady over Deflategate and that he will never serve a suspension. Turns out Brady is indeed serving that suspension, and all 4 games of it, by the way. But did that stop the New England Patriots from winning a big game on opening day, on the road, in another time zone, with their backup quarterback? Of course not. Here to talk about all things Tom Brady, the man who embodies the word bromance, Pete Torgerson. Pete, are you there?
Gentlemen, what's happening?
How are you, man?
It's Outlaw Pete.
And guess what? That was our first string quarterback playing the other night.
Hey, before we get into that, I want to talk to you. We want to hear about how the Bruce Springsteen show was the other night.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
It would have been right in your guys' sweet spot. He played the first 2 albums.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we went to see him a couple of weeks ago, and it was the same thing. He started out with New York City Serenade. I think I was looking at this set list. Looks like he started out with that with you guys, too. Focused a lot, like the first 8 or 9 songs were from the first 2 albums. I see that he played Growing Up and Lost in the Flood, which we didn't get a chance to see.
Yeah.
Peter Wolf showed up and did Shout with him.
Yep.
Incident on 57th Street into Rosalita. That's the way it was meant to be played, you know, just like
exactly
from the album, you know?
Yeah, my wife thought I was Kreskin when I said Rosalita's next.
There you go. That's right. There you go. There you go.
Had your wife ever seen him before?
Yeah, we've seen him a bunch of times.
But Pete, you were in the pit, so you were standing the whole time, man. And, you know, you're standing for 4 hours. Imagine jumping around for 4 hours like that guy does, huh?
You know what? It seemed like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was just nonstop. Oh my God! We saw him together in the Meadowlands that night. But
yeah, that's right.
And that was a great show. But I don't know if it was because it was the last night of the tour and everybody was a little amped up, or it was just like a perfect night, full moon. It was just all the stars aligned. It was just a great night.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the last night of the tour?
That was, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Yeah, we
people were from all over the place at the show. Like, you just heard people talking, Detroit, Baltimore, and this guy I know had some business customers, and he said he couldn't get a hotel anywhere.
Really?
Here.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
It was a great wrap up to the.
So he's got a book coming out, and I think he's doing a solo album too. I think is what I read. He said it's going to be a lot different than Nebraska. So we're going to hear more from the boss. But the tour is over. Pete, you got a chance to see the last show, and I did see he also played American Skin, 41 Shots. That really is one where it gets the cops to walk out of the building. That happened with you guys or what?
I almost walked out of the building.
Yeah. He's got to retire that one from his set list, I
noticed he played it, I think, the first 2 nights.
Yeah, he didn't play it the night we went, which was good. And Pete, he also played Rockin' All Over the World, the Creedence John Fogerty song, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was, like I said, it was one for the record books, just the flow to it.
Unbelievable.
And, that was the first time I saw Clarence's nephew there.
Oh, Jake.
He can get after it.
Yeah, we saw the show that we saw when we went to the Meadowlands. The last was one of the last shows at the old Meadowlands, Giant Stadium.
I mean, he's playing Wrecking Ball, that's which is a good song.
He played Wrecking Ball, but he played the entire
Born to Run
album that night, and we heard him play Outlaw Pete.
Yeah. I don't have the same affinity for that song that you do, my friend.
I just love that song.
Yeah.
Pete, I was telling Bruce on the way into the show this morning, listening to the Springsteen station on the way in, they played Outlaw Pete. And I said, oh, that's perfect since we were talking to you
today. That's a good sign.
Well, we used to always play Washington Detectives when we got Pete on the show. We'll have to stop playing Outlaw Pete, maybe. I don't know.
All right, so I'm going to leave this up to you. What would you like to talk about? Would you like to talk about the NFL, or do you want to talk about the hockey tournament?
Or
your Red Sox, man. Your Red Sox, they're right there, man.
Yep.
I tell you, I don't feel right talking about the Red Sox because if you remember last time we talked in the beginning of the season, I'm like, this team's lucky if they're going to win 75 games. They're a mess. And now,
I know, Pete. That's why we want to talk about it.
Your guy, Hanley Ramirez, he's like the guy they drafted, 100 years ago. He's having an unbelievable season.
Yeah.
It's just Big Papi is last year. I don't know.
You think he needs to reconsider I mean, he's really going out really towards the top of, of all the years that he's had great years, man. This is one of his greater ones,
Right. Yeah, I don't know if they stop drug testing when you tell him you're going to retire, or what?
Well, that's what I thought. I figured he's getting in as much as he can now through the drug testing because he figures, what are they going to do? Suspend them for life after this?
That's not fair to him. He's working his butt off. He looks good. He looks trim.
He does.
I got to say, they might be the biggest surprise, the Red Sox, so far.
No question.
I'll tell you what was another surprise, though. New England going into Arizona Sunday night.
Oh, my God.
And winning that game, man. And, at the very end, I'm watching Arizona set up for that field goal. I'm like, this is great. That they're going to lose. Everybody else in the division lost. This will be good. Everybody will still be even. And what happens? A bad snap, and the guy kicks it wide. It was a chip shot field goal, too, man.
Did you hear me yell from all the way around?
Yeah. That was you, Pete. You woke up my dog. He was sleeping.
Hey, Pete, you know what was funny? I was with James on, my son James, who, unfortunately for me, has become a New England Patriot fan.
Yep.
I was with James at the Jet game.
Your smart son, you mean?
Yes. I was at James at the Jet game, right? And we're on the bus coming home from the Jet game. And he says, wow, he says, everybody in the East lost. He says, including, New England's going to lose. And I said, you're telling me that Bill Belichick is not going to find a way to win the game just for the fact that all the other teams lost?
And he did.
And he did.
He did. I mean, I don't know how much it was coaching. I mean, they were also without Gronk.
Right.
Yeah. Which it makes the victory that much more impressive. It really does.
So
Nate Soldier too was out.
Mm-hmm.
So Pete, what do you think Tom Brady's been doing? Because he's not allowed to practice with the team. He's got to stay away from the facilities. I don't know if he can go to the game and just be a fan, right? Can he sit in the stands?
I don't think he can.
No,
I don't think he can.
You're not even allowed to.
know.
What if he bought a ticket?
There was a picture last week of him throwing a forward pass to Giselle.
Don't worry about Tom.
I'd be throwing her a forward pass too, man.
Yeah. He went to. They went and saw Hamilton the other night.
Oh yeah.
And then there was a controversy up here that some guy called Sports Talk Radio, and he's like, "I'm from San Diego. I've been here 20 years." And then they, these sports talk guys are like, "Oh, that was Brady. That was Brady. I could tell."
They said that it absolutely sounded like his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not even close.
He should have shot. You know what I think he should do in his downtime? He should shoot something for Ted 3. Right?
There you go.
I saw that Ted 2. I couldn't believe it.
That was a great movie.
That was a great movie. That was horrible, Disco. That was like
the fact that
Weekend at Hillary's.
But the fact that they were going to go into Tom Brady's bedroom and try and recover his sperm, so that he could have a baby as a sperm donor.
Yeah.
It's just brilliant.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
The word on the street is Wes Welker's coming up. I guess Welker said something like that on Miami talk show, that he's coming up to throw the ball around with Brady. So don't worry. Well, here's the big question.
Yeah.
What happens if the Patriots go 4-0? Game 5's in Cleveland.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's 17-3 at the halftime. What do you do?
Well, are you talking about where Brady starts Game 5?
Brady starts Game 5.
He has to start Game 5.
They're 4-0.
Yeah.
Garoppolo's been Player of the Week, Player of the Month, and Tom doesn't.
Well, Pete, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. He's still got 3 games to play before.
But I have to tell you, I would love to see that.
Yeah.
There is nothing better than a quarterback controversy.
Yeah. There will be. There can never be a controversy when Tom Brady is your quarterback.
That's right.
Unless he's having a tough time. I mean, up until this point, okay, no matter what was going on during a New England game, okay, if Tom Brady's having a bad first half, nobody's calling for Jimmy Garoppolo, whatever the hell his name is, right?
Yeah.
But if he goes 4-0,
yeah,
and looks really good in 4-0, all of a sudden everyone says, hey, we do have an alternative.
It's Tom Brady, man.
Let's talk a little history here. We have 3 years ago, they go into Kansas City, they get their asses kicked. Brady didn't
Right.
do anything.
That's
and
right.
It's like, oh, is this the end of Brady? This is the end. It's coming sooner. It's coming quicker. Then what are we going to do? Is Garoppolo ready? Then they go out and play Cincinnati. They throw a beating on them, and then they went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then go back even farther. Bledsoe got us.
Bledsoe, yeah, I know.
Bledsoe, with his happy feet, he was good for us. And if you recall, that first Brady Super Bowl, Bledsoe had to win the Pittsburgh game because Brady got hurt.
Yeah.
If they don't go to the Super Bowl, because there was a quarterback controversy then. Who do you start in the Super Bowl?
Pete, I can't tell you I really remember that, not being a big New England fan, but I'll
I
take your
remember
word
that.
for it.
I remember because every day of my life I root for Tom Brady to get hit by a bus.
Wow.
By the way, Pete, you'll be happy to know that our new producer, Anthony, is wearing proudly a New England Patriot hat just
Right.
for you today.
Attaboy. Attaboy. I thought the show had a little...
And in New York, they were talking about somebody that tried to light somebody's blouse on fire because they thought she was, of Middle Eastern descent,
Oh, really?
I mean, I think we should think about lighting this guy's hat up on fire in the booth, is what I think.
No, we can't do that. That would not be good.
It would be premeditated, too.
So what do you think is going to happen? So you're, I mean, obviously we all know that if Brady, when Game 5 comes, Brady's starting no matter what happens, correct?
Correct.
There's no wiggle room here at all.
Right, it goes Miami, Houston, Buffalo. So,
Yeah.
Houston might be a tough game, but I believe in Bill. Now this team, they're knocked up. Who's hurt? Who got traded? They got a lot of holes.
They do it all the time. There is never an adverse situation that they don't rise to, this team.
Right.
And that really is the coach and the system is what it is, man,
No question. Look at the Bills. They fired their offensive coordinator the other day.
Yeah.
It's another Rex Ryan, gong show up there.
It is. Rex Ryan is such a buffoon, man. You know who he is?
Who?
He's the Donald Trump of football, is what he is. Everything is great. He's great. He's got everything figured out. He gets his ass kicked all the time, man.
Well, he
know?
got us for two.
Let's go have a snack.
Let's go have a snack. That is still the greatest line.
And
in
it wasn't
TV
just
history.
a snack. It was an effing snack, if I recall.
Right.
Henry told them to clean up their mouths. Let's go get an effing snack.
Yeah.
Is Massachusetts a pro-Hillary or a pro-Trump state?
Well, my town's Trump, but all the wingbats up here in Massachusetts, it's
Yeah.
Hillary.
Well, that's kind of like New York. Long Island has always been a very Republican area. Upstate is always a Republican area.
And New York City, which
New
has
York
got
City.
like 10 zillion people, trumps
Right.
everything.
Yeah.
It does.
You use the word Trump?
There you go. It's Trump cat. Trump cat. Pete, World Cup of Hockey
Yes.
coming up. So I don't know if you heard. We had Kevin. He's up there. He's going to a game today. He's going to a game tomorrow. You're going to watch this thing, and who do you think is going to win?
I am zoomed in on this thing.
Oh, are you? Okay, so it's all ESPN,
yeah.
I think. It's all the games are on
Yeah.
ESPN, either ESPN
Yeah.
1 or 2 or News.
Who do you
or
like?
whatever.
Give us the best teams in each group. Do you know what the group? I'm sure you know what the groups are.
Yeah, well, ask me who do I like? I like the Americans. Come on now. But
Yeah.
you know what's going to be fun to watch this team North America. Did you see them play in any?
Yeah, I was talking about that before.
Yeah.
I saw their preliminary game against Team Europe, and they were like voracious.
Well, they're young and they're fast, is what they are, man.
Yeah. And then,
Speed kills.
If they get some goaltending, who knows what can happen?
That's right.
But
and then Finland, we got Tuukka Rask and Pekkarini in goal there, man. That's a pretty good 1-2 combo, huh?
Yeah, Pekka didn't look too good the other night.
Yeah.
It was a tough night. But he's still their number one goalie, so it's not took the time yet there. The Czechs got David Pastrnak, our new favorite Bruin, but they don't have enough. But your homework assignment for today is go YouTube the '96 World Cup
Okay.
championship when Kachuk broke his stick across somebody's shoulders. It was unbelievable how nasty it was. Old school hockey where you could hold people up, chop people, fight people. It was unbelievable. Probably there was actually a special on the NHL Network last night on it, just how or it might have been ESPN, just how intense.
Well, Disco was talking about it before, saying that basically when you're playing for your country, you know, anything goes, I guess, really.
Yeah.
It's kind of like warfare on the ice.
Well, just the two exhibition games.
Yeah.
The first play, somebody ran somebody, and you know it's on. They're after.
I saw the way he ran him. The guy ran him into the boards. That's why I've got Tuesday night circled on my calendar with Team USA and Team Canada. Tuesday night. Whew.
Yep, must watch.
So who do you think wins this whole thing? Kevin said either Team USA or Team Canada.
Yeah, they're in the same bracket, so whoever comes out of that.
Yeah.
So that was the question. We were trying to figure out, when it gets to the semifinals, who plays who?
I thought it was A1 versus B2, and vice versa.
Yeah, it crosses over.
Yeah.
So you could end up with a USA-Canada final.
Yes, absolutely.
Theoretically. So that would be great, 2 out of 3.
Wow, that would be must-watch TV,
What
too.
a way to get the hockey season started.
Yep.
All righty, Pete, we're out of time.
Thanks for calling in, buddy.
What do the Islanders have this year?
I don't know. We'll talk about that in 2 weeks.
They got big holes to fill. Talk
Let's
to
see.
you later, guys.
Let's see if
thanks,
anybody gets hurt during this tournament.
All
so.
right.
All right.
All right, Pete, thanks a lot. That's our good friend,
Pete Torgerson. Okay, we're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll wrap up for the weekend. Stay with us. You're watching Glory Day Show with Bruce and Disco, only on the Inravio TV network. Coming right back.
For over 60 years, Hanson Carpet has put the customer first, providing only the finest quality products and service. And Hanson Carpet is so much more than just carpet. We also carry a wide selection of window blinds and shades, and our licensed and insured technicians can service any of your flooring or window covering needs. Browse our huge selection of laminate, carpet, linoleum, vinyl, and tile. Stop by our showroom today or visit HansonCarpet.com. No matter what your project, Hanson Carpet has got you covered. Village Music Shop of Mastic. 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Your full-service store with personalized attention, school band instrument rentals and sales, music instruction on all instruments for all styles and age groups, for guitars, drums, amplifiers, PA systems, and accessories. It's Village Music Shop. 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Call 1-800-HEY-DUDE or go to villagemusicshop.com.
What's up, guys? We're Scared No Fair, and we're here with Inravio. If they catch you at a show with one of these bracelets, you will win $100.
That's a lot of money.
So get a bracelet.
Do whatever it takes to get that. Hit them up online.
The world of advertising has changed. Radio, TV, and newspaper revenues have declined drastically. Why? Because businesses have realized that advertising return on investment isn't what it used to be. So what can we do about it? Well, that's easy. Advertise online. Own a local restaurant, real estate agency, or even a national retail chain? Whatever your business, Inravio can get your message out there. And we can do it at a fraction of the cost. Call today and see the difference for yourself. This isn't TV. This isn't radio. This is Inravio.com.
Hey, I'm Raul Panther.
And I'm Commander B. Hawkins.
And I'm Mark Will. We're some of the proto men. If we see you without this bracelet, we're going to punch in the But if you have this bracelet from Inravio.com, you can win $100.
Put one of these on, or else.
back to the Glory Day Show with Bruce Disco here on the Inravio TV network. So, what did we learn today?
That the exchange rate between the American dollar and Canadian dollar is very favorable for those traveling up to the Great White North this weekend for the hockey tournament.
We've also learned that Labatt's is better than Molson.
Well, that's an opinion, okay?
I guess. I personally always used to like Molson. I was a big
Labatt's
fan
is
of
good
Molson.
too.
I don't know if I've ever had Labatt.
You know, my brother, because he lived not far from the Canadian border, he was always bringing back, there was a thing, I think it was Molson's Brodeur too, which was...
Well, what is the official beer of Canada? Like Budweiser is the official beer of the United States?
Yeah, until Budweiser got bought by this team in this company in Europe. So it's not even an American company anymore. I don't think Molson's is really Canadian company anymore either.
Where are they making Molson?
Well, they're still making it there, but I mean, the parent
owned.
company is. I don't think it's. I think Molson's one time owned the Canadians too. I don't think it's a Canadian company anymore.
Well, yeah. I was wondering if I forgot to. We should have asked Kevin if they have a bottle deposit.
Yeah.
Does that mean like the bottle deposit's only like 3 cents?
Going to give you a Canadian nickel is what we're going to give you, my friend. Okay. Also, that Pete Torgerson is not. He sides with the cops on this American skin 41 shots thing, man.
Right. So,
Bruce just retired from his.
Did you notice, by the way? Remember when Barack Obama was running?
Yeah.
He was very pro Barack Obama. He was appearing with him. He was doing concerts for him. He wrote. What was that song?
Landed Hopes and Dreams.
No, not Hopes. I'll remember.
Change. How's that working for you? I don't know.
We Take Care of Our Own.
Yeah, okay.
That's one of the ones that he wrote for him. But at any rate, he's been very quiet on the political scene this year.
Thank God.
Yeah, I hate musicians.
But there's still 50 some odd days left.
Oh,
man.
you know who's been out touting Donald Trump?
Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent.
Ted Nugent.
Exactly right.
Ted Nugent.
I did want to do one thing.
Motor City Madman.
Before we leave,
Okay.
we were talking about the Paralympics.
Yes.
Before, okay. And one of the things I forgot to do, I wanted to show you. We showed a picture of volleyball.
Right.
Of the volleyball.
Right. You said
sitting
your pelvis
volleyball.
has to be on the ground at all times. I thought your pelvis was here. I guess your pelvis is behind too.
I guess.
Yeah. I don't. Okay.
Maybe some of them don't have them. I don't know. But at any rate, so the Iranian team, okay, has a guy who is 8'1".
8'1".
8'1". Yeah. Do we have that picture? You have that picture of that guy? Take a look at this guy.
Wow.
First of all, he's probably the tallest guy.
You know, he looks a little bit like.
He might be the tallest guy in Iran.
You know, who he looks like.
What?
Lurch.
You're right.
No, there you go. From
But
the
anyway,
Addams family.
that's
okay.
this guy. Do you have the other picture with him? Look at look at that. Now, of course, he's playing against the Chinese, who were probably a little shorter to begin with.
Wow.
Is that racist?
And I guess the. How high is the net? 4 feet?
The net is
what it
4 feet.
Okay.
He has a wingspan. He from his butt. He's 6'4" when he running. He's got his hands high in the air.
I mean, it really gets down to, do they have guys that can set this guy up? Because obviously, if they do, they will win the.
And they are, by the way, the Iranian team is the world champion.
They are, okay.
They are the world champions.
So it's already happened.
Sitting volleyball. No, not. They're the reigning world champions.
Reigning, okay.
Every year they win all the time because all they do is go hit,
feed this guy,
and this guy goes boom. It's like having an 8 foot tall guy in basketball. All you got to do is get it to him in the under the basket, and how do you ever stop that guy from scoring?
You take his legs out. Although, I guess they can't take his legs out.
Well, he's got 2 legs. He's just got one that's shorter than the other. That's his.
Is that what his malady is?
That's his malady, yeah. He's got one leg that's, and it's not an inch. It's like 6 inches shorter than the other. So he can't really walk unless he,
Probably has a good time going up the stairs. Sideways, I guess. I don't know.
Alrighty, enough of this nonsense. Okay. Thanks to our producers, Anthony Mazzallo and Sam Coughlin, for all their hard work in making us look so good out here. Thanks, Kevin Discofani and Pete Torgerson, for joining us today to talk about the World Cup Hockey Tournament and whatever other things we talked about today. Thanks again for Chuck and Bonnie for putting up with this nonsense week after week and allowing us to bring you this type of quality programming. Of course, thanks to you, our loyal viewers. Don't forget to check out the Glory Days On Demand page on www.inravio.com, and you can watch any of our past shows or any of the other great shows on the Inravio TV network. Have a great weekend, everybody. Stay safe, and we will see you next time. USA Today, 3:30.
Yeah.
Watch it.
USA.